Shocker Game here. So today we're taking a look at the Bioshock Infinite Motorized-Skyhook Replica. So this is made by NECA, and it's basically a replica of the Skyhook from the Bioshock Infinite game. So this is the box in front of me. As you can see, it's got the Bioshock logo there. It shows you the cool Skyhook, which looks pretty cool. Motorized-Skyhook Replica. It's got some game logos and stuff down below. Got the other logo up the top. On the side of the box, it's got the logo, and it also shows you sort of a sketch of Columbia. Looks pretty cool. Motorized-Skyhook Replica. And on the other side of the box is exactly the same. So moving on to the back of the box, it says Bioshock Infinite Skyhook Action Instructions. Trigger activates motorized action. Continuous trigger pulls for continuous action. So it's got a little bit of instructions there. And again, it shows the other side of the Skyhook. Alright, so let's have a look at the Skyhook itself. So this is the Skyhook. So it does look pretty cool. Give a bit of a overview look at it before we take a closer look. Okay, so first thing you'll notice on this is it's made to look like it's made of like metal and wood. So the textures on here are pretty cool. It looks sort of like a metal surface, and it's got like scratches and stuff as you would think a Skyhook would do after much use. And it's got like a wood look, but of course the Skyhook is made of plastic, but it does look cool. I mean, it looks like wood, it looks like metal, and these things are meant to look like leather. But of course they are a type of plastic as well. So on this side, you've got this nice picture here. It's got like a moon, and of course it's got a guy on a Skyhook going along the skylines, right there. So he's going along the skyline there. On the top, it says Skyhook, and again it's got the guy on the skyline there with the hook, and it says Pickwick Fine Skyhooks. Because Pickwick is the guy who made the Skyhook. Looking around here, the cool leather kind of, well, leather-like pads. They are plastic, but they do look like leather. And on the bottom of this one, it says R.J. Pickwick Manufacturing Co. 1905. I don't know if you can get a clear look at that. And the other side of the Skyhook, again, it's got some cool wear and stuff like that all around. It's got some more cool artwork just there. And of course, going on to the blades here, it says Skyhook on each of them. Now before I go into actually showing how this actually works, I just wanted to cover a bit of history about the Skyhook. Because as you notice top there, it says Pickwick right there. I downloaded some information off the net, basically just a brief history of the Skyhook from the game, and it basically says, the Skyhook was originally inspired by adventurous teenagers using the skylines for joyriding, with makeshift tools which would later result in broken necks. Although citizens credit Jeremiah Fink for the Skyhook, it was actually created by R.J. Pickwick through his company's sponsor, Fink Manufacturing. The Skyhook was used by workers to perform maintenance on skylines. It was later utilized by police as an essential tool for catching criminals, including the Vox Populi. Skyhooks are powerful magnetized to the freight hooks and skylines in Columbia, allowing their users to make death-defying leaps from point to point with the knowledge that they will automatically latch on. Additionally, the Skyhook's bladed scoops and rotary motor allow it to be used as a lethal, if messy, melee weapon. So that's basically just a brief history of the Skyhook. Based in, of course, the universe of Bioshock Infinite. It's pretty cool. And of course, if you have played the game already, you will automatically recognize as the Skyhook is not only the way that you use to transport yourself across the skylines, but also as a good melee weapon when you play Booker Dewit. So, how does this actually work? Well, it is a replica and it does say motorized, so it actually does spin these blades. And of course, these lift up. And if you spin it enough, then these things will fly up like that. But how do you do it by hand? Well, you've got a trigger here, and you've got a handle, of course. All you need to do is put your hand through here, like so. Grab a hole, put your fingers through those grips, like that. And then you just need to pull the trigger in rapid succession to get a good, basically, momentum going to pull it. So when you pull the trigger, it just spins it, but if you keep pulling it, it constantly moves. So it's just getting momentum, it's just constantly pulling it. I'll show you what it looks like from the other side. You can see that this basically gear here, when you pull the trigger, I'll do it slowly, it kind of moves the gears and pushes it out and turns this around. So that is how it basically works. I can see the mechanism there if I show you. So it works pretty well. It doesn't need any batteries or anything like that. You just pull the trigger. The trigger is a bit hard, and that's because it's no like battery operated anything. You're just basically using that motion when you're pulling that to turn it. So the trigger is hard. It's meant to be that way. It's just how they basically made it turn the way it does. And if you use enough motion when you're doing this, then basically you can get these things to open up. And it'll spin while they're open. And of course you can use it on either hand. I was using it on my right hand before, like so. But of course you can put it on your left hand, like that. So it fits on either hand that you want to have it on. It looks pretty cool. Works pretty well. It is ideal, of course, to have in any type of Bioshock fan. If you're a fan of the Bioshock series, especially Bioshock Infinite, then of course that you need to have this in your gaming collection. It's also cool for cosplayers if you were thinking of going as, say, Booker Dewit or another character from the Bioshock universe. Then of course, having a Skyhook replica would be pretty cool as part of your cosplay outfit. So overall, really cool as a display piece. You of course can put this on a shelf or something like that if you want to. Cool for cosplayers, but you can also use it as well as basically as a toy, because it pretty much is a gamer's toy for us big kids. But it looks pretty cool, and it, they've done a good job. It is plastic, like I mentioned before. It is made out of plastic, so it does feel like it is plastic. But they've gone to a lot of detail to try and get it looking right, which is always a plus when the makers actually go to that detail to make these cool, basically references to Pickwick, and also make it look as much detail as they can. And you can see the wood grain there, and even like this plastic here, they made it look like there's seams and stuff like that, so it looks like leather like sewn in there. And of course the dents and scratches it looks like on the frame here, it looks like it's a well used Skyhook. It looks like it's just coming directly from there, and Booker Dewit has been using it for not only traveling at the skylines, but also using it as a really messy melee weapon. So yeah, pretty cool item. Again, this is made by NECA. And it's very cool. I would highly recommend this for any type of Bioshock fan, any type of a gaming basically room or display that you want to put it in. It looks pretty good and all of that. Get a bit of a look at it this way. So yeah, overall very cool replica. Very nice display. I have this displayed in my game room at the moment, and it looks pretty cool. Perfect for when you're not gaming and you want to travel the skylines from point A to point B, and whisk yourself away down those skylines. And of course you can all battle any bad guys you encounter with the advantage of using this as a melee weapon. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway guys, that's all I can say about this one. I'm Shocky Gamer. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll have heaps more gaming replicas and collectibles up on my channel very shortly. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you would like to, and if you like this video then hit that like button. It really helps out a lot guys. Anyway, thanks for watching.